coffee, bread, snacks. Yep. Okay, so let me. Okay, John. John, today you're supposed to be the guest, right? For quizzes. Am I right? Okay, okay. I scored quite badly from last week. Hopefully this week I can get. Today I can score some points. All right, so let me share my screens. Okay, so let me see. Yep, Angel, I have to trouble you to enable my screen sharing. Yeah. So yesterday we have been looking at some. Today, before we go to the quiz, let's see if we can do something interesting. But we'll go through it later. So yesterday I was talking about cat Swiss as a reversal. So I actually did trade the reversal itself, cat Swiss. So I actually got in this trade and we see how it turns out. If this works out, then this will be my biggest winner this week. Again, on revision, this seems about to be a reasonable take profit for me. Yeah. So of course, when price reach this area, I will probably start to trail my stop loss. So we'll see how that goes, and sincerely hope it works out. At least that will erase some of my loss for this trade. Yeah. The Kiwi dollar, yeah, was it dollar news or is it Kiwi news? Oh, yesterday was Kiwi news. I'm not really sure, don't really care. Yeah. So it had a retracement, which is expected, normal. Yeah. And then hopefully price will hit my take profit by next week. Yeah, I doubt you'll hit it today or even tomorrow. Yeah, but as of now, this is still profitable, this is still healthy. Aussie cat, I don't think there will be any sort of Aussie cat this week. Same thing for Aussie dollar. Now, Aussie dollar, as previously I've mentioned, I had a small profit from this trade, but that's about it, the small profit. Glad that I actually scale up. So you can see that price actually is doing what I anticipated. Price goes down, comes up, retest, probably goes down again. So really hoping this will happen. So prepare to actually trade from here for Aussie dollar. If it happens, a descending or ascending triangle in the past, in terms of chart pattern, other than double top and double bottom, I do trade flex and descending and ascending triangle. Yeah, to me, they are one of the more, not that they are easy to trade, just that they are easy to spot. Yeah, or rather just my eyes is, for one reason or another, is configured to spot them. Yeah, so just take probably Aussie dollar. It won't be part of my trading list for next week, but in terms of chart pattern, this is definitely worth a look up. I'll leave it as it is. Hi Paul, Eurocat. Don't think this is don't think I'll be able to trade this anytime this week. Yeah, but in terms of range trader, look. So I'll be either waiting for price to actually do this. So I can trade here, or for price to do this. Either of which I'll be happy to do so. Until then, in between this range, tough for me to do anything. Yeah. I'm still not, personally for me, I'm just not confident in trading range. Pound cat against really similar tendency to Euro cat, but pound cat, I won't say that it's, I mean, it sort of is in range, but in the bigger picture, I still can't ignore this. So now when I do this, it does look really similar to Aussie dollar, isn't it? The price is really, or the bigger picture is actually really displaying similar tendencies. Yeah. So what I would do is waiting for price to do this, same thing. Of course, nevertheless, price will perhaps do this. Yeah. So either of these two plays, happy to trade it. Yeah. So we shall see how it turns out. And then the previously all will be my stop loss for this cat yen. Yeah, cat yen is tough for me to trade either, so I just give it a skip. Yeah, then I got 3 stop loss this week, so be it. Now euro dollar, although I got stop loss, this actually it is interesting to me at the moment. Yeah, so I just happen to trade it at the wrong place. No, actually I would say that I happen to trade at the correct place. Yeah, in all honesty, I don't think that I happen to trade in the correct place. Just that I should have heeded what the chart is telling me, yeah, to get out of here. Just that I did not. So I got my due lesson, stop out. Yeah. So I don't regret this trade at all. I say I'm still following my trading plan. Just I should have heeded what the chart is telling me. Yeah, especially when these two happens. Oh well, life goes on. Yeah. But what still really interests me is that look, such a huge push down. This will be an optimum place for me to trade. Yeah. So really, you can see that in terms of trading plans, as long as you can spot the same thing happening again and again, then my trading plan will actually be still the same old boring trading plan. Nothing really stands out at this moment. Yeah, boring stuff works. All right, so let's say, hey Sri, do you manage to actually trade what do you call it? Cat 3. Hi Kevin. Yeah. So do you place your limit order on 1.72? Was it 1.72? Or 0.72? Yeah. So you got in, right? That's a nice one. So yesterday, was it me or was it someone who was saying, whichever that is, saying that this would be an ambitious place to play, put a limit order, and you got in. Yeah. Where was the stop loss? May I ask? Yeah. So this is I think you really got in at a very good bargain price. Yeah. So my entry was actually way higher. So it got really near to my stop loss. I think at that time I was watching show. Yeah. So I was blissfully unaware of this until price actually recovered. I'm like, oh wow, that's nice. I'm still in the trade. That's a nice, let me see. Wow, that's tight. This is really a tight one. Possibly got it on. If I may offer advice is that let this trade run. Yeah. If it does run, I think this will be a very good bagger for you. Multi reward bagger. Good for you. Good for you. Fantastic. Yeah. So that's the joy of actually trading reversal. Now let's look at another chart which I actually wish to highlight today. Oh, yeah, yesterday Euro Kiwi. Yeah, so Euro Kiwi was another. I love playing the devil's advocate. Yeah, so it was another reversal that is tempting to trade. Looks like Cat Swiss turns out better. I didn't jump in on Euro Kiwi. Yeah, I still feel that Cat Swiss is better due to underlying fundamentals. Yeah, but thank goodness we took Cat Swiss instead of Euro Kiwi. Look, for today, actually, I wanted to highlight another chart. What was that? I actually forgot what I wanted to highlight. Let me go through the charts. Yeah, there, Kiwi Swiss. So let me bring out Kiwi Swiss, Kiwi Swiss. Where's my Kiwi Swiss? There it is. So looking at the daily time frame, beautiful downtrend. Really, really beautiful downtrend. And look at this thing. And price is nearly at top of the channel. Really nice. And if you consider that this is previously where it bounced off, I think Kiwi Swiss, if the trend still continues, we may look forward for a trade on Kiwi Swiss. Yeah, be it on the daily H4 or H1. Yeah. So let me just build a case on this. Hey, why did I delete that? Never mind. I just resume it. Yeah. So where price is now, even in the short-term trend line, no, this does not look good. Yeah. This was what I saw just now while I was doing the rounds on my chart. So Kiwi Swiss, yeah, I can't just ignore this. See, this is where price bounce, really nice. I wonder if this will happen. What's your thoughts? I mean, what are the thoughts, guys, on the stream? Will this actually be value proposition of a trade for you. This is I would say a classic trend trading move. So in terms of the cyclicity, I think on daily chart this looks beautiful. Personally, I do think that this time around I'm not playing devil's advocate. I truly think that this is a trend move, and price has come to an area whereby it's worthy of attention, I would say. Yeah. So and the reason why it caught my eyes in the very first place is that look, this is 0.64. I love trading from whole numbers, and when price naturally when I do my chart scanning, when price comes to a whole number, I will actually start to identify in terms of whether it's a trend move or a reversal move. Yeah. So for this time, when looking at the daily chart, can't just ignore that 0.64 will prove to be a pretty good horizontal level to trade from. Yeah. And to add value to what I'm putting forth is that I like looking at price when it does this. Test one, test twice. Yeah. I really like looking at chart. I mean, it's just I would say a cheap thrill of me when doing trend trading. Yeah. So when price is doing a double top or double bottom within a trending context, yeah, I personally I do think that it adds value to it. Yeah, it has a better percentage in terms of working out. Now, I shouldn't say percentage. It's just that in terms of perception, my personal perception, yeah, double bottom and double top works really well when you're trading in context of the bigger trends. Yeah, so keep a lookout for Kiwi Swiss. Yeah. So if there's any price rejection within the next two candles, I don't think it will happen. Yeah. So by then, of course, the show will be ended. But I'll be keeping a lookout for this. Okay. Let me go through other charts to see if there's anything of interest. Any other charts that you want me to look at? Feel free to point it out. I'm just randomly going through my chart. Euro Aussie. Actually, this does not look as nice compared to Kiwi Swiss for trend, but it is still, I would still say that this is a trend. Let me pull this out. Yeah, I wonder why I did not take notice of it earlier when I do my scanning. Yeah. So in terms of trend, it definitely has semblance of a trend. I mean, not semblance, it definitely is a trend. Yeah. And look where price is at the moment. This is where price previously bounced off, break, retested this area, same area, and then it might come down and test this area again. If it does on a H4, as we just now when I look from my main charting, you can see that price is actually at 1.6 level. So this may be another chart that's setting itself up. Because personally, I don't think it, in terms of trend, I will classify this as a weaker trend compared to Kiwi Swiss. But nevertheless, it still looks good for trading. Doesn't look as if it's setting up at the moment. The momentum does look weaker. Yeah. But oh well. If there's a trading opportunity, probably can still trade, but I wouldn't actually yeah, I probably wouldn't actually trade it at a full percent. Yeah, might just reduce risk. Simply adjusting that the momentum does not look as strong. I'll still probably keep to my Kiwi Swiss then. Kiwi Swiss looking at weekly charts, 0.63 is a key horizontal line. Also, the weekly bar may be a potential twin track reversal. Kiwi Swiss, let me have a look at Kiwi Swiss. Yeah, it does look as if it's a potential twin track reversal, but not like it has not happened before. I mean, if you look at it strictly from the recent move, I mean from start of year to now. So let me see. So this will be your engulfing. This will be your, what is it? Morning star or evening star. This will be 3-bar pattern, bullish engulfing. So this is a 2-bar reversal. We have a 3-bar reversal. So this may be another 2-bar reversal. I mean, we still got about 48 hours. Yeah, 48 hours to go. So it might just close higher. Yeah. So if it closes higher, it doesn't really represent anything for me. Simply in the past, as in the past indication, there's no good story for me to go long. But where it reverses until, like you point out, 0.63, seems like good area to trade from. That much I agree. Yeah, so keep a lookout for this. Yeah, I draw a very poor trend line. It isn't my forte at all. Kiwi fundamental is improving, likewise for Swift. I will leave the fundamental aside. That part is more for Alexis to click on. I have a rather poor regard for fundamentals. I mean, but my reading for fundamental is that fundamental works. Just that in terms of it might take a long time for fundamental to kick in. Yeah, that's my issue with fundamentals actually. Yeah. Just that it might take a long time for it to kick in. So while it is about to kick in or preparing to kick in, I will still stick to technicals. Or simply I may be just too dumb to trade fundamentals. We can look at it in another way. Oh yeah, just now John was saying another pair, right? Aussie cat. Is that? Yeah. Let me have it. Wanted to short Aussie cat this week. So this would actually be a very classic Lexus may like this. Price broke out, retest, then possibly might go low. Yeah. So John, that's my orders outlook for Aussie cat. This is what I just see at first glance. Now the H4 section, yeah, same thing. So you can see that this will be the horizontal level, and then price actually break out. I wouldn't actually jump in at the moment, truth to be told. Yeah, so if I erase everything on my chart, let's get rid of the rectangle. On the H4 chart, because we are looking at a much more targeted entry on H4, then this is where I'll be looking to trade. So what I'll be waiting for price to do is bounce about, false breakouts. The false breakout can come in terms of a long wick or a bullish bar followed by a bearish engulfing bar. I'll be trading that if a false breakout happens. Otherwise, just wait for price to do this. Yeah, I mean, can put a pending order for this bar, just that the risk to reward return might not be that fantastic. Yeah. So Aussie cat, I'm still bearish. Just that strategy wise, I'm not able to jump in. Yeah. So I don't know about Wave Rider or other strategies that you're trading. Maybe those you can actually trade it. Yeah. Even on the weekly chart, price has retraced to a very, very nice level to trade off from. So weeks don't lie. I believe that was the name of a trading group or trading strategy which I saw in the past. Weeks don't lie. Kind of like it. Yeah. Do you see it's bouncing off monthly pivots? Is it? Do I have the monthly pivot over here? Ah, there's my monthly pivot. Why is it not showing? It's not bouncing off, is it? It's actually, it broke monthly pivot. Yeah. So it actually bounced off from bottom, probably going up. Yeah, so if you are trading from a monthly pivot, which is the what for a pivot trading point of pivot point trading point of view, then you it will be advisable for you to wait for price to actually do this. So I have to extend the monthly pivot. Yeah, that's where you should be able to trade from the monthly pivot, not above monthly pivot. Yeah, because from a pivot point, don't trade into monthly pivot. That's the main thing. Yeah, so you got to respect your strategy. All right, I'm looking this as from a naked chart point of view, empty chart, just pure price action. Yeah. So if you are trading wave rider strategies or any other strategy which requires pivot, then my advice to you is don't trade into monthly pivots. Yeah, that will represent a poor choice of trading. You gotta wait for when price clears the monthly pivot. That will be better to trade from. Pound dollar. Let's have a look at pound dollar. So I don't. Wow, this is tough. Now pound dollar. I gotta admit, pound dollar at this look from the weekly time frame, it looks really tough for me to trade from. Yeah, I mean, I can't ignore this. Yeah, so this is a ring low pattern. Yeah, so in terms of a 3 bar pattern, a ring low pattern is actually a pretty good price action to trade from 3 bar price. So to short from this is really a tough sell for me. I definitely can see why you're looking at it from a to short it. I can see the reason to short it. Now, but this would really represent a key area for price that price needs to clear in order for me to short this pair. Yeah. So anything that is in between this, any price that is in within this area, that will represent a tough sell for me to do anything until price actually does this or this. Yeah. So in between, really a tough sell for me until it clears. Now, on the H4 side, yeah, if I have to build a case to short this pair, then really this earliest in terms of aggressiveness, then I would say if price comes to here, then that will probably be a place that I can consider. Yeah. But the issue with me with looking at this is that even when price comes here, let's say a Tesla, even if there's a clear rejection of the trend line, yeah, when it reaches to this horizontal level, I'll probably shift my stop loss to entry just for safety sake. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll really need for wait for price to actually do this. This would be the optimum area whereby I'll be able to jump into a trade. Yeah. So let's look at the area. Hi, Alexis. Oh, you're in. You're looking at 1.394. Let me look. Yeah, so I can see this area to place a short trade, but it's a tough sell for me. Yeah. It's just that I can't, tough for me to place a short at this point of time. Yeah. Probably Alexis might be able to shed some light on the pound dollar short if she can seize it. Yeah. So for this, I will say that I will gladly chicken out until price does this.
I think this week a bit hard for me for anything dollar pair because non-farm is, we still have tonight and tomorrow to take a look. So anything dollar related, I definitely am avoiding on the H1. Especially if I take a trade now, right, I have to be out by 6 o'clock. I mean, I don't want to sit through the long tail or whatever that might come out, and then I will either, I mean, high chance of just hitting TP or stop loss either way, but it's not a guaranteed. So I rather go with the 4 hour or the daily for dollar in terms of new entries for this few days.
Anything 6 o'clock?
Because usually the run up, it's like, how the run up to it, I think the traders kind of like pre-anticipate, and the markets will already start to move somewhere. Then it's either followed with like a huge reversal or a big spike. I mean, usually the candle starts to, sometimes it starts to grow at 6-ish I would say. I'm just anticipating I don't want to get like, I'd rather be out by 6 to be safe, not to worry about it over dinner.
Oh, John was saying that pound news has passed. 7 p.m. is a big news release.
Yeah, probably that's it as well. I mean, I think this week there's a quite let me just double check. What's coming up at 7 p.m. Let's see.
By dinner time.
Dinner yeah.
Johnny, what is my trading approach for NDP?
NFP?
You mean NDP as in Singapore National Day Parade or NFP? For NDP, I probably would slack. I won't be trading. For NFP, I will also slack and won't be trading. So the answer is the same.
Oh yeah. 7:15. The MPC member is having a speech. So I am expecting just in case there's any news on any policy changes, because we are around that end of the year, last quarter of the year. So yeah. I mean, this week is a tough. I would say this week is a tough week, Tough week for trends, but very good. It will be very good for range strategies.
Yeah, I just realized that Sui seems to pay a lot of attention to fundamentals. You can actually buddy up with her.
Oh, that's nice. Swiss. Yeah. I mean, if I had woken up, I think my trade would. I have kind of missed the trade. Like I mentioned, I am bullish on Swiss, right? And actually was a setup, I would say this morning at maybe 8 a.m. 8 a.m. there was a possible setup on the hourly for Swiss yen. If we put in the daily pivot, it actually bounced off the weekly pivot towards the upside. And because it's a long bias and I've been waiting for a long bias, that is what I want to go into. And also I think even on the H4, two candles before this, it was a very nice, clean single bar bounce plus engulfing of the weekly pivot as well. So H1, H4 for Swiss yen long, there was actually a nice opportunity this morning, but yeah, but now that it's expensive, by now on the H1, I would have already wanted to at least move my TP to move my entry to stop loss. At least lah before it goes. So we have already missed this Swiss entry. Let me see if there's another Swiss entry to jump in on. I really would like to try getting into one of the Swisses.
Swiss to go long. Oh yeah, just now I was discussing with them Kiwi Swiss short.
Oh, Kiwi Swiss, let's see that.
Yeah, because I was looking at Kiwi Swiss. To me, it's a classic trend move. So you can see that on the daily chart, Kiwi Swiss is really trending down nicely. Yeah. So on the H4 side, let me change to H4. Kiwi Swiss.
I think you are trying to trick me into breaking my rule. This one today, the daily pivot is still up, so I have to wait unless there's a reversal signal. I cannot get tricked by you.
This one I'm not tricking you. I'm not looking from a pivot point of view. It's just that what I'm selling is that what I'm selling. Yeah, on the daily chart, look, you have to agree with me. On the daily chart, this looks very nice downtrend.
Yes, I do agree with you.
Yeah.
My preference, yes, Lloyd is my Sabo King, is it?
And then it just bounces off from here. The past, on the H4, it's on a very nice horizontal level of 0.64 that we have. So within a trend move, potential double top to go low. Yeah.
I do agree, but I think in the spirit of following my own rules, I would prefer to take this only if the bar breaks below monthly pivot, because on the Wave Rider templates, right, the monthly pivot is still looking quite strong. So unless the bar comes back down and closes better below the monthly pivot, then I would say, okay, let's take this long. If not, it could just be a further, I don't know, further breakout, I guess.
So from a monthly pivot, just now who was it that pointed out? Yeah, one of them was pointing out. I do agree that it's a bad for trading in terms of pivot. It's a extremely bad thing to trade through a pivot. Yeah. So if monthly pivot is of concern, then definitely I would agree that waiting for price to do this would be the better approach.
Alternatively, if price can retrace a little bit more to the upside, we could probably take it at maybe, let's see, we could always trade it towards monthly pivot. So maybe if it moves or it retraces more to the upside, maybe at DR1, if we can find some resistance of DR1, then I would be happy to give it a shot to trade it short towards monthly pivot. But I need to have that distance, because DR1 to monthly pivot, that is at least 30 pips, 28 to 30 pips, which is, anything more than 25 on a H1, I'm pretty happy to give that a shot.
That I agree. And Sui, I also agree that I'm a Sabo King. Yeah. That's the fun thing of trading off each other. I mean, we always try. I will give her relentless temptations price charts.
So I return you back by, I was actually telling Lloyd this morning that I found another NFT game that I asked him to go and check out. I don't know whether, again, I've already spent like 10 USD just to try it out for a day. I'm pretty happy with it at the moment because it is entertaining enough. And I'm sure you guys know that my hobby is actually playing games lah. So to prevent myself from over trading, I do game and keep my attention away from charts. So it is always good or always cool for me to be able to find a game that can entertain me while I'm not looking at charts. And the DeFi pet thing, the farming thing is just really, really boring because I'm just clicking the same square just to collect coins. Very boring. But the game I introduced to Lloyd was called Splinterlands. So it's like a trading card game, a bit more strategy. You kind of need to think a bit. You kind of need to research or read up on the characters to so-called build your team of players. And I think as of just playing it for one day, I've already earned like nine dark energy crystals, DEC. And again, it's one of those NFT things where I think this game started about 2 years back. Still a bit slow in terms of the take-up rate, but it looks decent. I mean, the game looks decent. If I can't earn money off it, I think I'll just play for fun. But and just see whether the blockchain takes off. So I think it's one of those where it's definitely not going to shoot up like Axie Infinity, but we don't know because it's all about how they develop it in the next couple of years. So, well, we'll see where that takes us. It's a very low cost startup, and I don't have to spend more money just to, try to make it. I can just so-called slowly earn the coins or earn the crystals or something like that. So I think it's a cheaper option. Maybe that's why the take-up rate is a bit slower because it's not as aggressively profitable compared to Axie Infinity and my DeFi pets.
I'll go check it out.
Mm.
Yeah, I also want to play game, but just to kill time.
Yeah.
Because I sort of promised to myself that for the month of August, because helping Ash and Jeff do the YouTube show, I will stop testing on indicators. So I probably need to find other things to do. I mean, yeah, just take my eyes off. Anyway, I'll play one last. I will present one last chart. Oh yeah, before that, do you have any hourly trade to take us through?
I think you can present first. I'll just do one last look. I do have a Euro Swiss I'm considering, but I'm trying to see whether the setup is better for 4 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll present one last chart that is actually interesting to me for today. I actually wanted to do a longer session on SGD, Singapore dollar pair. Yeah, but I'll shorten it just to actually USD SGD. So just now I was scanning, not just now, but this morning I was scanning the chart. So this actually caught my eye. So USD SGD, so this again represents a very, very nice number, a very nice level. And then you can see that recently price just rejects off a psychological level, which is what I call that? Which level was that? 1.36. Yeah. So this was the level price rejected off. Why did I delete that? And then it comes back to where the previous bounce point. Yeah. So if you look at it, double bottom, broken neckline, come back and retest. So this looks, if it works out, this works to be one of the earliest entry that you can take for a trend trading move. Yeah, this will be the first possible retracement for USD SGD. So if you look, that's on a weekly chart, by the way. Yeah, so on a H4, do I have an opportunity to jump in? I think I have. Yeah, so I'm really waiting for price to actually, again, within a trend trading context, do a double bottom. So you can see that price does that. And I do have enough space to trade it up to 1.36. Yeah. So the key thing is waiting for price to actually come here and see whether it does give me a rejection. Yeah. So in a very similar context, this is what I'm waiting for price to do. Just happen to see it. So just in case for the viewers that are unfamiliar with the way that I trade, you can see that price, this will be the neckline. Price, crap, why does it do that? Yeah, you can see that price broke, has once a double bottom within a trend trading context, and then takes off. This is a good place to trade. This will be my first entry. Yeah. So any event which I miss that, or whether this price action does not looks good enough to me, then a double bottom within a trend trading context will be what I'm waiting for for price to take off. Yeah. So this is what I'm patiently waiting for to happen over here. Bang, yeah. So what's your thoughts? Anybody want to share your thoughts? I'm pretty sure I won't be asking Alexis on that, because looking at the chart, daily pivot will definitely be stepping down.
You don't sabo me again. Okay, I have a couple that I can look at, so I'll just take the screen. Let's see. Okay, I think I'll just do a quick recap on, I think yesterday, was it Kiwi Cat? All right, so yesterday I think we had a little conversation about the Kiwi Cat, right? And I was saying that I'm just going to paper trade this. So paper trading this is what happened. So just a recap for those who missed out yesterday, I was mentioning that the movement of the Kiwi Cat, and it looks like it's going to break out of this this big blue rectangle, which is actually formed from the larger time frame. So you can see my daily time frame, that is this nice big range the pair is trading from, and I am looking towards at a long direction, but because the reversal point is very near, and it's only, I think I calculated over, like, this was only about 13 pips, less than 15 pips. So I paper traded this by saying that I'll enter here at this blue line, exit at this blue line, and actually, true enough, you can see the moment it popped up here, it just went straight back down. So if this is one of the examples where I mean, trading the H1 can be a bit iffy, because this kind of moves happen where your profit turns into a loss straight away within just one candle. Today, I was again looking at this to see whether there's an opportunity to go back long, but look at the way the candles are sticking towards the pivot, and the pivot behaves like a horizontal level or trampoline, right? So if the price action is sticky, it just means that there's no momentum yet, right? On the other hand, it can also mean that the spring is loaded, and when it jumps, there will be another long candle somewhere. But again, because on the H1 time frame, it's a bit dangerous trading this way, because the long candle can go this way and the long candle can go this way, and you'll be taken out in one shot. So it requires a little bit more discipline if I have to trade this kind of pair in this particular direction. So the moment my candles are sticking to daily pivot, I usually just avoid it for the day and look at something else. Another pair I think that might be possible to trade at 4 p.m. would be, let me see, I got a checklist here. Okay, Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi, let me just zoom. Okay, Aussie Kiwi, all right, here, Aussie Kiwi. So what I do kind of like about Aussie Kiwi is it is giving a decent cyclicity. If you look at the daily, it is interesting because, you know, it is hitting a level like this, you know, so you can see a kind of a very strong horizontal area over at the bottom, where price has a decent chance of bouncing up towards. Yeah, now if we drop straight away back to the H1 time frame, you can see this huge move towards the downside. So what this tells me, in just on price action, on momentum, on I would say sentiment, is that there is a lot of people selling the Aussie. And there's a lot of people who feel that the Kiwi is stronger. So it's again a sort of a fundamental bias. And when you reach this area, there's going to be a pause. There's going to be the spring is going to be loaded. There's going to be a consolidation where people are not sure, you know, because I'm sure a million other traders would have seen this nice double bottom. A million other traders would have seen this horizontal level, and I'm sure the reversal traders are waiting with their mouse, you know, waiting to click and hit the long back, right? So if again we take this, what it means that during this period, okay, I know that there is going to be a chance that the price is going to touch the bottom at least one more time, all right, because price is going to be ranging this way on a smaller scale, all right. So if 4 p.m. I do get a proper break of this daily pivot, of this pivot level or this horizontal level, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so if 4 p.m. I get like I get most of this body below, and it closes nice and strong below, this is the risk I'm willing to take. All right, this should be about, let's see, maybe if I enter somewhere here, this is the risk, is about 20 pips. So 20 pips, 18 to 20 pips, I'm happy for a quick one, and it's going to be a TP all. All right, a TP all. My risk would be over here, so it's about a 1.1 is to maybe 1.5 risk to reward. All right, over here. So this is a 4 p.m. candle, but only if a good portion of the candle closes here to tell me that the momentum, the sellers are still around. All right, are still around. And of course, I'm going to take profit at WS2, which is the next commonly known support level that everybody, all the other traders are all looking at. All right, so it's not. I mean, that's how technical traders work. These levels are telling you what people are doing on the charts, and and this is what there are going to be a portion of people who are going to want to do something over here. So I'm not going to wait for this to break towards the downside. I'm just going to TP and just look for the next thing at 4 p.m. All right. So this is the parameters for Aussie Kiwi. Aussie dollar, sorry, dollar pair. I was tempted to take this into monthly pivot, but being a dollar pair, and it's another, I mean, I'm just going to follow my rule and avoid the dollar these 2 days. Euro Swiss has a nice, it's bouncing off the EMA towards the downside, or I would say I've got a horizontal level over here. All right, you can see how price has been just obeying this level from the top, broken down, and again doing the same thing. It's consolidating and is going towards the downside. So how much traction do I have? Let's want to see whether I've got any more downside. Let's see whether it is worth going into. A little bit tight. It's a bit tighter. The move has already gone. I think this is where reversal traders again would be very ready to see whether there's a long opportunity. So if I was to enter this one, let me see whether there's even enough pips to get us there. Probably enter on this candle, which is a 4 p.m. candle. I think I might sit this one out because there's only a 8 pip profit, but I think it's again out of practice. It is probably good to eyeball the levels and see whether price touches the levels, so that the conviction in the levels, you get kind of conviction in your levels, so that it's like if it's going to happen, you don't have to trade it, but you can just see it happen, because then this creates your conviction in your rules. All right, so I'm not going to trade it because it's not enough pips. It's not enough pips over here. It's only like 8 to 10 pips. All right, but again, in my head, I'll be doing a paper trade, and I'll be pretty sure, I'm 80% sure that price, if it goes down, it will touch here and it will swing back up. All right, so not enough profit for this one. I think Euro Pound is my last one, and again, I don't like the long tail over here, but Euro Pound did have a decent entry an hour ago at 3 p.m. candle. Let's see on the daily time frame. Again, this is a reversal trader's dream, I would say. Look at the horizontal level below. It is really testing a support level. So again, I think it's not the best, but maybe a reversal trade if it turns up, but not now. I would say I think the price will still consolidate a little bit. If price does manage to hit maybe the DS1 and gives us some kind of clean shot, maybe, just maybe, we can take this much. But again, it's I don't have enough check marks on my list to be sure that it's going to go that way, so I have to avoid it. So I think the only decent setup of the day that we can look at, I still prefer the Aussie Kiwi. It still does give me at least a decent 1:1.5 risk. The rest of the pairs, not the best for a hourly trade the way I trade, but I would see some opportunities for reversals. But again, with discretion, because reversals, high chance is usually I think reversals, Lloyd will probably have mentioned this before, you do get more losses, but you do get more distance if it really goes that way. So I will still want to take at least one of those, but we have to be a bit patient and not just to get excited at every double bottom. I was going to say excited at bottom, but then I think Lloyd is going to stop me about that.
Even if I gloss over that, I'm going to say something which is totally inappropriate, but I'll still say it. I sincerely think Angel don't like you.
Why?
So you look at our picture, our talking
Yeah,
page.
yeah.
How come your mic is so small and it makes you look so big? So my mic is big and John's mic is also big, which makes us look small.
I don't know. Maybe you're male, so you guys need a bigger mics. I don't mind. I just want this, Angel. I just want to change this wording for this month. This is where I'm pointing here. I wanted to say trading buddies. I don't have the trading buddies one, so.
That one I can send you.
Okay, you send me Then I'll have a big mic like yours as well.
All right, so with that, with my nonsensical ending, thank you, Alexis, for that. We'll jump over to John. Jump over to John. Sorry.
Okay, I'll see if I've got this right. Yeah.
So let's see what John has for us today.
Okay, yeah, I've got a one that should be a little bit more friendly. I think. Okay. A quick go around. Which commodity is currently in short supply?
Nutella.
And it's not one of those. Think of the environment, and you might get it.
Sorry, all I can think of is food.
There's plenty of food. You're in Singapore, man. You've always got good food.
Which commodity is currently in short supply?
It's a commodity. Yeah, it's
Coffee? Oil? No,
well,
it can't be oil.
I call it a commodity because as a young boy, I did this as a subject in school.
You will call that a commodity. That means it's not something that's common.
Well, I think it is. I could be wrong. I can't see anybody. I can't see everybody else.
Paper, wood.
Oh,
Wood. Wood or slash paper.
Okay. The question is, what commodity is currently in short supply? Oh, swede needs to be taken to the casino.
Oh, she got the exact word.
Lumber.
Yeah, I did forestry as a subject at school.
Why is lumber in short supply?
A combination of everybody had stopped building now. They all want to build. We got plenty of these wildfires all over the place, and we've got diseases of trees as well, which is not a good thing.
Wouldn't that send IKEA products to skyrocket?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I mean, because most of IKEA's furniture are wood, so wouldn't...
Oh, it's the shortages. The people want to now use it for building. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize there's still, it is lumber, yeah.
All right, so what's next?
Oh, this is an easy one. It should be.
I know this.
As you just live down the road. Which crypto exchange has just been banned in Malaysia? Yes, Paul's got it. He's got it. Yeah.
We just asked that of we got that Shukri just yesterday.
Apparently they don't have a building, which I think is a bit odd. Does that make sense? If they got some sort of headquarters, so they must have a headquarters. A friend of mine said they don't have a building, but that's the headache.
I thought they had an office.
Yeah, well, I don't mind. I'll just move it all out and go somewhere else at the minute. Which aircraft maker is having trouble taking off? This is definitely Boeing. Yeah, they've got it. Boeing. Boeing. Yeah, well, yeah. And the reason they're having trouble taking off is Elon Musk can get astronauts to the space station. So Richard Branson's been bouncing around on the atmosphere, and Jeff's up there selling boxes of rubbish we don't want on Amazon. But Boeing still can't get their rocket to work. They've done another test and they stopped it. And they have a problem with, I think, some of the fuel sealant workings. For anybody that's in the know, the reason that they not launching that thing is the last time an American space vehicle had problem with its sealant system was the shuttle. Way back when you guys were very young, I think.
You should just buy a rocket from Russia. Russia has good technology.
They've got better systems. Which country will host the Winter Olympics?
Not Singapore, that's for sure.
Well, and you could outsource it for a fee. Oh, Sui is right.
China.
Yeah, in Beijing.
Oh, cool.
Wow, they are really willing to burn money for it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I put this one in there. I might get blasted. Here we go. So, okay, how many currency pairs are set up in the Traders Toolkit? I'll sort of solidify that question. That means you haven't altered anything. The package that you get. Okay, the package that you get. How many currency pairs are in there in the package that you get? I could be wrong, but I think I've checked it out. The reason I'm saying that the package that you get is because I know that Lloyd's in here, and things might be a little bit changing. Well, Paul is giving me 28, and Gary's giving me 28. Swee's giving me 64 currency pairs. That's nuts.
No, definitely not 64. But yeah, I know the answer to this.
Now I opened up my Traders Toolkit, and because it's a controversial question, I thought I'd put a bit of controversy in there. I'm looking at version 1.4. I haven't altered diddly squat, and I'm coming up with, if I punch out my thing, I go down my little list, symbol, and set up, there are 28.
Yep.
And number 28 is the one I can't trade on the ATW account. And I actually, to be fair, don't understand why I can't do that.
For
the US dollar Sing. There must be a reason why I can't do that. Well, let's just go in 29 question mark. Well, see, that means you've gone in and altered it. Sorry?
There should be 29. One of it should be missing.
I've got symbol 29, but I've got nothing in there. This is why I thought, yeah.
Type it in yourself.
Oh. In which currency? Which currency? No. Which city and country will you find the UN headquarters?
I think it starts with a G.
Oh, Paul's got it. Helen's got it. Sweet's got it.
New York.
Gareth's got it.
No, it can't be New York. Realistically speaking, the Avengers already smashed it. It can't be in New York.
But it's there. It's there. Interestingly enough, as a side question, it's not on there. Which country is always late paying its bills? Its UN bills. US, yeah, Helen's got it.
So ironic.
It is a little bit. Which popular American president celebrated his 60th birthday of Wednesday this week? That was yesterday.
Wait, you mean they have a popular American president?
Well, it depends. It depends on your leaning, but yeah. Which yes, Trump. Trump. He's like 110, allegedly. Yes. Yeah. Barack Obama was 60 yesterday.
He doesn't look 60, you know.
No, he looked younger than that when he went into office, but he had to pick up that pile of poo that Bush left him.
Yeah. He definitely looks younger to me.
Yeah. He's younger than me.
But he looks
He's
older
aged.
after he left.
He's
lot
aged.
older.
He's probably aged for lots of different reasons. Okay, we do have a musical question, but in a way, you don't have to be a musician to get this. You just have to think of things, sponsors. Which oil company sponsors its own orchestra? Yeah,
wow.
Which oil company sponsors its own orchestra?
I'm just gonna guess.
Shell, no. Exxon, no.
BP?
No. No, they're really cold. Total, no.
I'll be patriotic. SPC?
No. Give up. Helen's given up. I thought people might get this. but maybe I'm too much of a geek.
Why don't you give us the first alphabet?
I can't do that, but you two guys should get it because you're pretty close. I mean, you live pretty close. Oh, Swede's got it. Patronus with a question mark.
Patronus.
Yes,
Oh.
Patronus. But you won't know this because it's called the National Philharmonic Orchestra. I mean, I personally call it the Oil Orchestra. They're housed in Patronus Towers in the bottom. That's the concert hall.
Oh, cool.
How long they'll continue that, I don't know with the current pandemic. And that is this week's music question. I don't know about Kazakhstan. Never heard, I don't know. There we go. There we are. That's my little test, my little quiz.
Awesome stuff.
Wow, awesome. As without fail, same from last week, John makes me feel not that clever, not that knowledgeable.
You were okay that time.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Oh, yeah, very kind. Thank you.
This is fun. This is fun. Well, just to end it off, Alexis, why don't you ask one question, add into John's mix. One question for Alexis this week.
One question.
You're gonna ask me a question.
Or
So
everyone.
random.
What did I have for lunch on Sunday?
I would say, let's see, what do you have for lunch? Potatoes and meat.
No, I don't eat potatoes. No way, man. Rice all the way.
Yeah, chicken and rice.
No, I don't do that. No.
Oh, I give up.
No, you're supposed to ask me.
No, you're
I asked you the question, and you must take me back.
You're supposed to ask him.
You asked me a question.
I have no question at the moment. Let's see.
Oh, I've got a question for you then. Have
Alright.
I ever been part of a national sporting team? Yes or no?
I think it's a yes. I remember seeing
I have. I was part of the Tanzanians 14-a-side rugby squad,
Yes, I remember that.
but I got injured before we went to the tournament. I got injured playing five-a-side football.
It's not a. Is it a lifelong injury or it's just at then?
Oh, it was just then. I stubbed it. Instead of kick, I can't play football. Why I did it? I went to kick the ball. Instead of kicking the ball, I kicked the floor and broke my toe.
Ow.
This was. So is it still there? Yeah, it's 20. Has John played in Carnegie Hall? Yes, he has. Yes, I have. I'm looking at these questions. Nasi lemak, no, I don't eat that. It's got too much.
Hey, John, before we end this session, why don't we do it this way? You share with us a chart that you're looking at.
Chart at the minute. I will set this screen up so you get it. If you want to know, I'm in a pound US.
How USD?
Long. Yeah, on the wave rider. It's just a little bit underwater. I have got a small trade aiming for 20 pips on the euro US dollar. I'm a bit like Alexis at the minute. I want to be out of my dollar trades before we play Elastic Warfare at 7 o'clock with spiky sort of chicken and things, and everybody going nuts. That's what happened yesterday. Looking on Forex calendar, I sat and watched Forex calendar, and then I went and watched the market go berserk, and then calm down. And that's all I've got on the table. Yesterday I had a trade on gold for about 3 days, and I took $20 out of the market and got out before the usual sort of let's halt. I got my euro trade out as well yesterday. It sort of stopped a little bit. There's the bad news, but I'd already got out my trades, and then the market just dropped. So now that's my bit. I'd put my charts up so on this computer next time. What I do is I have a Mac, a reconditioned Mac, and all it runs is MT4 on this side, and then I have my sort of music multimedia setup in front of me.
Okay. Thank you, John, for that. So before I end this show, let us go one last round. Happy with Cat Swiss for me. Don't intend to do anything for Cat Swiss. Let's hope I'll be able to back this. Kiwi dollar, woo, price is recovering. So for me. Actually, at the end of this bar, just as a I might as well just do it now. So any of you who's in Kiwi dollar with me, I'll just actually throw it to the last of the swing. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty good practice. Actually, I admit, usually I don't trail just because I ignore my trade. But since I'm doing this show, I'm looking at the trade, then I will throw it. Aussie cat, I will give up on this pair. Aussie dollar, yep. So Aussie dollar, really eagerly waiting for price to do this. So that's where I'll be looking to trade from. Just upgrade that. Aussie dollar, I'll cancel this. Euro cat, nah, forget about this. Don't think this pair will do anything at the moment that interests me. So pound cat, same for Aussie dollar. Really waiting for price to do this before I jump in for a good ride. So again, this is where I'll be looking to trade. Yeah. In all honesty, if price actually comes here and bounce off, I'll be happy to place a trade here. Yeah. But since it does not, I mean, just really, if it gives me a bullish buy in the middle of nowhere, then I will just wait for the classic break and retest before I do anything. Cat yen, forget it, not gonna do anything. Let's get close that. Euro pound. I didn't break my, this will be a stop loss, so nothing. Pound Swiss, stop loss, nothing. I'm still blaming Alexis for that. Now Euro dollar is the one that I think John was saying that Euro dollar is in for long. Do you trade from here?
My euro dollar trade is coming from 118.308. No, it's not. I'm telling a lie. I'm telling lies. I'm coming from 118.386, and I'm targeting 20 pips up. But if I don't get my 20 pips before the chaos of the news, I'll cut my trade.
Okay. But for euro dollar, initially at the start of the week, I got a stop loss from that, but doesn't matter. Just for I'm not going to trade it, but just for anybody who's interested in this chart, this is my outlook for this, because I can't just price is giving me lower high, and then you can see that this is where price previously breaks off. So it just caught my eye that price will probably be doing this. So just be aware of this level over here. Yeah, I mean, it's not my trading plan, but just that this image jumps out at me. So I'll just be sharing with you. Again, Kiwi Swiss, I'll be looking forward to for a short position on Kiwi Swiss. Again, just waiting for price to actually either give me a double top. Then I'll be happy to jump in. For now, there isn't much to be done for Kiwi Swiss. And then pound dollar, yeah. So pound dollar, I think Sri have different trading plans for it. Overall, I think both of us, we are just looking for short, but we are just looking for the excuse to go short, but we have a very different trading approach to it. Yeah, so we shall see how that turns out. And then just before I end off the show, congratulate Swiss on getting a really, really good trade on this. She managed to actually jump in on 0.72. Wow. Yeah, which is actually somewhere here, I think. So cool on that. So Alexis, do you have anything for us before we actually end off the show?
I think I'm just same thing. I have placed a pending order on Aussie Kiwi short, but it is already I think this is 1:1. I think it looks like a 1:1 kind of risk, but a 1:1 quick in and out. If it does go, it'll hit WS2 and just go right back up. So that's one, and another one is Euro Swiss. I think Euro Swiss, I'm also looking at it short. Like, I mentioned the previous days, I'm interested in anything that can take me long off the Swiss. So Euro Swiss. But again, this is going to be a little bit, I think I'm not looking at very much traction on this. I'm not looking to swing trade this. So this is another 1:1. So very Falcon kind of trade. 1:1, then I'm out as well.
Okay. Good. So with that, thank you for joining us this week, and we will be back next Monday. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, John, and bye, everyone. Have a